Good morning, dear students. Welcome to Rishikul Online School. Let's continue Chapter 7 of History, where we are studying about tribal societies. Dear students, this is the third module of this chapter, and in this module, we shall study about the Gonds. Dear students, the Gonds were large forest dwelling tribe who controlled vast areas of Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, and Maharashtra. The region under their control was called Gondwana. In the early medieval period, the Gonds had formed their own regional kingdom, which was called Gondraj. Dear students, the Gonds were a farming community. They practiced shifting cultivation in the forest and moved their farms often. They cleared small areas in the forest for cultivation and grew crops on them for some time. After the land lost its fertility, they moved their farm to another part of the forest. The Gond tribe was divided into many clans, which were headed by Rajas. As the power of Delhi sultans declined, some Gond clans became to assert their authority over smaller clans and formed large kingdoms. As a result, their administration became more centralized. Gonds have a substantial presence in India. They were divided into four groups. Each group was divided into several clans. The administration was carried with the help of village headmen called Mahaji. Dear students, their villages also had service caste of Ahirs means cowherds, Agaria means blacksmiths, Dhulia means drummers, and Pradhan means bards and singers. Administrative system. Dear students, Akbar's biography Akbarnama gives a detailed information about the Gonds administration. There are some features of their administration like centralized system of administration. Kingdom was divided into grahs. Each grah was controlled by a particular Gond clan. Each kingdom has its own villages. A village was called Chorasi. Chorasi was further subdivided into barhots, means 12 villages. Dear students, Gonds built many temples and palaces in their region. Some of the sculptures throw light on Gond ruling families and clans. These sculptures also tell us about their relationship with the Mughal Empire. They also wanted to be recognized as Rajputs. Aman Das, a Gond Raja of Greh Katanga, assumed the title of Sangram Shah. His son Dalpat Shah married Durgavati, the daughter of Chandel Rajput Raja. Dear students, Rani Durgavati was a capable ruler and ruled on behalf of her minor 5 years old son Bir Narain. Under her rule, the kingdom became more powerful and expansive. She fought a fierce battle against Mughals and even gave up her life for her kingdom. Her son was also killed soon after, and Mughals annexed a part of the kingdom. Dear all, the city of Nagpur was also found by a Gond king. Greh Katanga was a very rich and prosperous state. It trapped elephants and was engaged in their trade. Most of its wealth came from export of elephants to their kingdoms. When the Mughals attacked this kingdom, they had captured a huge bounty of precious jewelry and coins as well as elephants. The Mughals had only taken a part of Greh Katanga and given other part to Chandra Shah. The Gond kingdom after him survived for some more time. They maintained their independence until the coming of British in the 18th century AD. Dear all, that was all about this module. We shall continue this chapter in module 4. Thank you and have a nice day.